Hello everybody, this is Anand Patil. Welcome to my channel GK Science Academy. So please subscribe to my channel, press the bell icon for the latest notification. So this is the video of previous year solved JEE mains questions of the chapter units and measurements. So in this video I will discuss the questions related with the dimensions. Whatever the remaining questions are there, I will discuss those in the later videos. So don't waste the time. Let us start with the discussion. So this is the first question. Question number one: dimensions of the 1 by mu into epsilon, where the symbols have their usual meaning are. So this question was asked in JEE Mains 2003. So they have given four options. So we'll directly move towards the solution. So this is very simple question. So we know that c, that is velocity of light, is equal to 1 upon square root of mu into epsilon naught. Okay, so here mu naught and epsilon naught is there. So due to some technical errors I have not mentioned. So here we take mu naught and epsilon naught. Okay. So here they have given 1 by mu naught into epsilon naught. So here c is equal to 1 by square root of mu naught into epsilon naught is there. So I will rearrange this as c is equal to square root of 1 upon mu naught and epsilon naught. Okay, so there is no modification in the equation. So the equation remains same. So take this square root to the LHS, so that becomes c raised to 1 by 2, sorry, c square. Whenever the square root transfer to the another side, that becomes square. So c square is equal to 1 upon mu naught by epsilon naught. Okay, so here they have given 1 by mu naught into epsilon naught. So here 1 by mu naught into epsilon naught. So that is equal to c square. C is nothing but the velocity of light. So that is square of the velocity of light. So that is c square is equal to velocity of the light, or velocity having the dimension lt raised to minus 1 into lt raised to minus 1. That becomes L into L, so that is L square. T raised to minus 1 into T raised to minus 1, that is T raised to minus 2. Okay, so which is having the same dimension in the above options. So that is option C, having the same dimension as we derived. So the option C is the correct option for this question. So the next question is question number 2. The physical quantities not having the same dimensions are. So they have given four options. So this question was asked in JEE Mains 2003. So in each options they have given pair of physical quantities. Out of four options, three options having the pair of quantities having the same dimension. So and remaining one option having the pairs of the physical quantities, those do not having the same dimension. So that we have to pick out. So let us move towards the solution part. Come to the first option. So that is torque and work. So in previous video I have solved this question. Torque and work having the same dimension, so the option A is wrong. Let's come to the option C, not B. So option C, stress and Young's modulus. So these two options are also, sorry, these two physical quantities are also having the same dimension, because stress is F by A and Young's modulus, so that is longitudinal stress to the longitudinal strain. Stress, this is strain, that is F by A divided by delta L by L. So this is longitudinal strain. So this is not having any dimension. So this is the dimensionless quantity. So only remains is F by A. So if you uh, calculate the dimension of these two quantities. So the dimensions are same, so the option C is also wrong. Option D, if you come to the option D, that is P, that is V, and that is mu naught into epsilon naught. Here also I have not mentioned the mu naught into epsilon, that is instead of I have mentioned mu into epsilon simply, that is whole raised to 1 by 2. In previous question number 1 I have solved this question. So these two quantities also having the same dimension, that is velocity of light c is equal to 1 upon square root of mu naught into epsilon. So that is c is equal to mu naught into epsilon naught whole raised to 1 by 2. Here c is nothing but the velocity of light, so that is same as v. So here also the option C is also wrong. So the remaining option, of course, the option B, that is momentum and Planck constant, both having the different dimensions, so the option B is correct. So the option B, that is momentum and Planck constant having the different dimensions, so the remaining options having the same dimensions. Okay. So the next question is question number 3. Which one of the following represents the correct dimensions of the coefficient of viscosity? This question was asked in JEE Mains 2004. They have given 4 options. So we will directly move towards the solution part. So according to Stokes law, F is equal to 6 pi the eta, so that is coefficient of viscosity, so that we have to find the dimension into r into v. So r is nothing but the radius, simply distance, v is the velocity. So we have to find the dimension of the coefficient of viscosity, that is eta. So that is eta is equal to f divided by 6 pi r into v. So take the dimensions of each quantity in this equation. So that is force having the dimension m raised to 1, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 2 divided by 6 pi is there. So these are the dimensionless quantities. Only r and v had that we have to take dimensions. R is simply radius, so that is nothing but the distance. So that is having the dimension l, and velocity, that is lt raised to minus 1. Next is so simple, that is simplification. So here l and l is there, so that becomes l square. So if it goes to the numerator, so that becomes l raised to minus 2. That is l raised to 1 is there, l raised to minus 2, that is 1 minus 2 minus 1. So that is, so m is same, so that is m raised to 1 l raised to minus 1, that is l square. If it goes to the numerator, so that becomes minus 2, 1 minus 2, so that is minus 1, and t raised to minus 2 is there. If it t raised to minus 1 is there in denominator, so that if it goes to the numerator, so that becomes t raised to plus 1 minus 2 plus 1, that is minus 1, that is t raised to minus 1. So this is the dimension formula for the coefficient of viscosity. So we have to check which option matches with this. So that is m raised to 1, l raised to minus 1, 10 t raised to minus 1. So that is okay, option A having the same dimension as we derived. So that is option A is the correct option for this question. So the next question is question number 4. Out of the following pair, which one does not having the same or identical dimension? So this question was asked in JEE Mains 2005. So they have given 4 options. So each option having the pair of physical quantities. So out of 4 options, 3 options having the pairs of physical quantities, both are having the same dimension. So out of these 4 options, one option having the pair but different dimensions, so that we have to pick out. So here don't waste the time, because time is too short. So I have to directly come to the option D, because so option D having the pair, that is moment of inertia and moment of force. So these two quantities having the different dimension. I will show how these two having the different dimension. So that is solution, moment of inertia, that is having the formula. So that is I is equal to mass into square of the distance. So that is, if you calculate the dimension, mass having the dimension m into r square is there, so that is square of the distance, so that is L square, so that is having the dimension m to the power 1, L to the power 2, T to the power 0. Come to the moment of force. So moment of force is nothing but the torque, having the formula R into F or F into R. So that is force into distance. So that is for distance having the dimension formula L, and force having the dimension formula M L T raised to minus 2. So simplify this, M only one M is there, so L raised to 1, L raised to 1, so that is L square T raised to minus 2. So take it as equation number 1, take it as equation number 2. So if you compare these two dimensions, so both are different. Okay, so that is here m raised to 1 is there, here m raised to 1 is there, here L to the power 2 is there, here L to the power 2 is there, but only change in T raised to power 0 is there, here T raised to power minus 2. So that's why those are having the these two quantities having the different dimension. That's why option D is the correct raw right option for this question, because the remaining options having the pair of quantities having the same dimensions. Okay. The next question is question number 5. The dimensions of magnetic field in M, L, T and C. Where C is nothing but the dimension of the charge, so that is Coulomb, is given as. So they have given 4 options, and this question was asked in JEE Mains 2008. I will directly come to the solution part. So if you refer the 4th chapter of the second PUC or 12th class physics book, so that is moving charges and magnetism, you will come to know one formula, so that is F is equal to BQV. Okay, so where this formula indicates that the force experienced by the charged particle whenever it is moving in the magnetic field with a certain velocity v. So here B is nothing but the magnetic field, so this formula contains the magnetic field term, so that is B is equal to, rearrange the equation, so that is F divided by Q into V. So simply apply the dimension formula of each quantity. Is F is nothing but the force having the dimension formula MLT raised to minus 2 divided by Q is nothing but the charge and having the dimension C, so that is have given in the question only, that is I will take it as a C, and velocity having the dimension LT raised to minus 1. Okay, B is equal to, simplify, so that is M to the power, put as it is, here L to the power 1 is there, here L to the power 1 is there. Okay, if this term L to the power 1 in denominator goes to the upper in a numerator, so that becomes L to the power 1 minus 1, and T to the power minus 2 is there, here T to the power minus 1 is there. If it T to the power minus 1 go to the numerator, so that becomes T to the power plus 1, so that is T to the power minus 2 plus 1, and only C is there, C to the power 1 goes to the numerator, so that becomes C to the power minus 1, that is B is equal to M to the power 1, L to the power 1 minus 1, that becomes L to the power 0, T to the power minus 2 plus 1, so that becomes minus 1, and C to the power minus 1. So this is the final dimension formula of the magnetic field. So check the which option matches with this. M to the power 1, N to the power 0, T to the power minus 1 and C to the power minus 1. So the option C, okay, option C matches with the dimension formula that we have derived. So the option C is the correct option for this question. So next question is question number 6. So this should becomes epsilon naught. Let epsilon naught denotes the dimension formula of the permittivity of the vacuum. If m is equal to mass, L is equal to length, T is equal to time, and A is equal to electric current, then so that we have to find the dimension formula of the epsilon naught. So this question was asked in JEE Mains 2013. They have given the dimension of each quantity, so that we have to mention. So I will come directly to the solution part. Solution is equal to. So if you come across the first chapter of the second PUC or 12th class physics book, textbook, that is Coulomb's law, that is F is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 divided by R square. Q1 and Q2 are nothing but the point charges. R is nothing but the distance. So here epsilon naught is there, so we have to find the dimension formula of this epsilon naught. Okay, so just rearrange the terms here. Only one term, so that is exchange epsilon naught and F. So in place of F, I will write epsilon naught, and in place of epsilon naught, I will write the F, and remaining things are same. Q1 Q2 divided by R square. Just substitute the dimension formula of each quantity they have mentioned in the formula. So that is 1 upon 4 pi is there. 4 pi doesn't having any dimension, so just leave it as same. So that is F having the dimension m l t to the power minus 2, and q1 and q2 is there, both are having the same dimension, so that is charge having the same dimension 80. Q1 is nothing but the 80, and Q2 is, that is also same 80 dimension formula, and R is nothing but the distance, so that is L whole to the power 2. Just simplify, so that becomes epsilon naught is equal to just take all the quantities which are in the denominator to the numerator, so that becomes m to the power 1, L to the power minus 1, so that is m to the power minus 1, L to the power minus 1, and T to the power 2 is there, and um, so here L square is there, so that becomes L to the power minus 2 into a, so that is a square, and t into t, that is t square. So just simplify, this is the last step. Only one m is there, so that is m raised to minus 1. L raised to minus 1 is there, so here minus 2, minus 1 minus 2, that is minus 3, so that is L raised to minus 3. T to the power 2 is there, here T to the power 2 is there, so that becomes T to the power 2 plus 2, so that becomes T to the power 4, and A to the power 2 is there, so that same as it is. So this is the dimension formula for the epsilon naught. Match with anything? Okay, we will check. M to the power minus 1, L to the power minus 3, T to the power 4, A to the power 2. Okay, the option B. Okay, this option B having the same dimension formula as we derived, so that is dimension formula for the epsilon naught. So this option B is the correct option for this question.